Welcome back to Painted Valley Design's YouTube channel, where we will be showing you tutorials as well as an exclusive look into our glitter collections. You can find the glitters used in these videos at www.paintedvalleydesigns.com. Hey, welcome back to another tutorial. Today we're going to hop in and create this Valentine's Day themed pencil cup. This was inspired by Jacki of Everything's Better with Glitter. You can find her on Facebook and Instagram. This is my first pencil cup, so the method I'm doing may not be the best method, but it's what worked best for the way my brain operates. So these are the supplies we're going to use today. We have our sanded, prepped, painted white tumbler. We have our glitter colors. We've got Apparition, Silver, .008, Baby, Sand, Cherry Pie, and Flash of Pink. I ended up not using the pink heart shapes. We will use Mod Podge, electrical tape, and 2 paintbrushes. So let's get our space cleaned off and let's get into it. All right, to start with, I'm going to grab my electrical tape, and this is my first time using electrical tape to tape off a cup. I've seen some other users do it, and I decided to give it a shot to see how I feel about it. I typically use painter's tape. Either one would work just fine for this. So I go in, go around my cup, and all I'm doing right now is making space for my flash of pink for the eraser part of the cup. So I go around, just pull it tight, cut it off where I need it, and then I will go in and Mod Podge this and lay down that flash of pink. I do every color that I put on this cup, I go over it twice. So I'll do all of the colors once, they'll dry, and then I'll go back in a second time to add some more. The Mod Podge method to me just doesn't cover as well as like an epoxy method. So I like to go over it twice just to make sure there aren't any holes within the cup, and you can definitely get the glitter vibe from it. So I'm just measuring here just to make sure in my brain that where I'm marking all of this makes sense to me and that there's going to be enough room for all the different pieces and parts. So now we're going to go in, we're going to put our Mod Podge in a little measuring cup here, medicine cup, whatever you want to call that. Pour some in there, and then we will get to applying the colors. And now we are moving down into our silver for that little silver ring that goes around the pencil right under the eraser. Again, go in, just paint nicely with our Mod Podge. And as soon as we're done, I remove the electrical tape and then go on to the next section. So before that dries, I'll take the tape off, and then none of the glitter comes with it. So we'll just go around and work our way around for this silver. Now we're going to go in with Baby, which is our .015 black, and go in and do the bottom part of the cup. I like to do my darker colors first, and since my middle layer to begin with is going to be white, I'm going to go in and do my black now so that when I shake it off, it doesn't end up in my white. So again, just going around with my Mod Podge, wiping it on there with my paintbrush, and then dumping the black on, and we will be back for the next color. Now I'm going to go in with my white to cover in the middle section here. And as you can see, there's now triangles drawn at the bottom of my cup. I freehanded all this. I did not use any kind of stencil, not like a purchase stencil anyway, for my triangles at the bottom to create the wood look, the cut look of the pencil from it being sharpened. I just took some of my black electrical tape and made a triangle out of it and put it down, traced it, picked it up, set it on the next section, and it lined up almost perfectly. There is one of these triangles that is a little smaller than the other ones, but that's okay because it's a pencil. They're not perfect. Doesn't bother me. The cup turned out awesome anyway. So back to the task at hand. I'm going in with my Mod Podge to paint this big section with it, and then I'm going to pour my white on here, and then we will move on to the wood colored portion of the cup. All right, our white portion is complete. Now it's time to take sand and go in on the wood portion of the cup. Just like the other steps we've done so far, go in with the Mod Podge carefully around those lines, dump the color on, and then we will be back. Now I am just going to go back over all of my colors for a second time here, just to give it a little bit more coverage over that Mod Podge there, and then we will be back for our first layer of epoxy. Okie dokie, here is our fully glittered cup. I have taken it outside and sprayed it with this matte clear coat. I think I sprayed it 2 times to keep the glitter from smearing into the other colors when I put my epoxy on. So now I'm going to go in, and I think I used about 20 milliliters of epoxy here on this first coat. So I'm going to go in, put the epoxy on, let it dry, cure, all that jazz, and then we will be back for the next step. And we're moving right along. So my cup has dried, it's cured. It's smooth. I went ahead and I cut out some vinyl hearts. And if you're new here, welcome to the club. There's no method to my madness. So these hearts, I just shaped them in different shape sizes and cut them out and then placed them randomly on my cup. So there was no stencil I was following or anything. I just cut them out as I wanted and placed them where I thought they should be. So going with my Mod Podge over this white, and I will put cherry pie on it, and then I will do another coat of it. And when I'm done with that second coat of Mod Podge and glitter, I will peel the hearts up off of the cup. And here I am going in for that second layer of Mod Podge and cherry pie. Once I was done applying cherry pie, I went in and removed the blue vinyl hearts to reveal the look that we have here. And when the Mod Podge was dry, I took it outside and hit it with that clear matte spray paint again to seal the red so it did not seep into the other colors. And now I am applying another layer of epoxy to it. After this layer of epoxy dries, I cut out 2 strips of 1/8 inch silver vinyl to place at the top and bottom of the silver there. And then I take red nail tape and put it along the jagged edges of the red there, just to give it a little bit more definition and to kind of clean up those crazy lines I've got going on. And here is our final product. Like always, I will link the glitters in the description below. I use Counterculture epoxy on my cups. I absolutely love it. I'm not sure what brand this cup is. I got it secondhand. It was never used, but I bought it from another cup maker, and I don't know where she purchased them. If I can find that out, I will link that below as well. Thanks for watching, and like always, don't forget to like our channel, subscribe, turn on that bell notification to be alerted whenever we post new videos. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and we will see you next time.